Barbara Lubliner, the curator of Upcycled, an art show of artists who all use post-consumer plastic waste. It's here at the Educational Alliance Art Gallery, and I'd like to take you on a quick tour so you can get an idea of some of the things that are here. But it's not going to be very detailed. You're going to have to come here yourself and see it. First of all, this is Bernard Clevicus's piece that we can get a good look at. He's used all sorts of plastic containers, and when you come by you can see exactly where they came from. He has some other colorful pieces, and then also some back here that are just black and white, where he explores the movement of the form. So now, the artists for this show, some of them made things specifically for this show. Sunshine, this drawing, is made all of plastic bags. They were cut up from commercial bags that you bring things home when you shop, and put together into this beautiful long drawing. Now, if you can come with me over here, we'll just have to be careful. This is a very active space. But right here, we have some vessels that were made that had a former life as plastic bottles. Cut up plastic bottles glued together by Sherry Mendelson. And they look like they're historical daisies, but they're really plastic. Behind them, you can see another site-specific installation that was made by Janet Nolan called Can Can. And she has collected over the years bottle caps and lids and other plastic things that you find on the street. And she put them together into these sort of like network of fanciful shapes that are just dancing across the wall. And that's partly why it's called Can Can. Now, before we go, you've got to come and see the things that started me getting interested in other artists who do plastic. These are my pieces, which are made from plastic bottles that are just put together without glue. I found ways to join them by cutting them up and putting them together, and I became very interested in building with them, so it's like a building toy. And before you go, you have to see our last artist, Tyro Italy, who uses lots of different kinds of plastics that he finds all over his neighborhood. There are plastic toys, plastic, no bottles in this, but there are plastic caps and tops, the lids from industrial materials that come in those big plastic containers. And, oh my goodness, let's sweep around and see if you can see this last site-specific installation. This was made by Olivia Kaufman-Rivera, and this was made all from plastic bottles that she collected from her workplace. And it's a site-specific installation that was made just for this show. So I think that I've given you a quick tour that we've covered all of the artists, but the big point of this exhibit is that these artists have used these materials because they're all over the place, and they bring up the question of why we have so much plastic waste in our environment. So I hope you can come by and see the exhibit and be inspired in many different ways. Thank you.